Yes, blessed people. Welcome back to the Righteous Sinner Podcast. This is your host, Redhead Sonny. Yeah, so I was watching a clip the other day with Mike Tyson. It was an interview, I think it was Vlad TV. And we're asking him about Trevor Berbick and if he wanted to hurt Trevor Berbick when they first match up or when they did fight. And Tyson admitted that he wanted to knock his head off. He wanted to kill him because Berbick had hurt Ali. Ali was 39 when they fought in, 79, 80. And Berbick beat him mercilessly. And Tyson was angry about that. And when they encountered, he wanted to punish Berbick. He wanted to beat him and make him pay for hurting Ali. But one of the things that he said that stand out was that Berbick was known in the industry to be a bully. Yes, you heard me. Berbick was a bully. Berbick died in Jamaica in 2006. He was murdered by his nephew. It's not alleged, so this is facts. He was murdered by his nephew and one of his friends over some dispute about land. I will not get into Berbick history. You can go and Google that. You can go on YouTube and watch that. I will not discuss the details of the case. I mean, you could find that online. The reason for this video is the bullying aspect and the fact that Berbick wasn't such a nice guy in real life, in person. I mean, that's more of where I want to take this and more of what I want to talk about. Yes, even Larry Holmes, in one of his Vlad TV interviews, did say that Berbick is not such a nice guy, so to speak. He's a bully. He hinted at something about Berbick beating his own daughter. He didn't want to get into it. He didn't want to spill too much tea. He didn't want to go into the finer details. But yeah, Larry Holmes confirmed with Mike Tyson that Trevor Berbick in real life was a disgusting bully. I don't know that for sure. I haven't seen that anywhere else, but I'm not a industry type. I'm not involved in the entertainment industry, the sports industry. I'm a person. I'm a recluse who, rarely get out of my house. I read a lot, but I can't confirm this for sure. So I'm not saying that, this is who he was. But if any of you know that for a fact that this man wasn't such a nice person, I mean, you could speak on that. You could see from the standpoint of a bully how, they could take this too far by not recognizing danger, by not realizing that you're of a certain age and you're not as quick and fit and fast as you once were. Dismissing the dispute about the land. Get into the physicality of fighting two young men. Hand-to-hand combat versus someone with a weapon. It's clearly that beating someone with a metal pipe, is not an everyday thing. But challenging two young men is not an everyday thing either. So being overconfident as a fighter, being overconfident as a person can get you into, some tight shit. You're a boxer. You're not a weapons expert. You're not a mixed martial art expert. You're trained in hand-to-hand combat not in grappling and weapon defense. So you could easily see how being a ex-bully, ex-boxer, current bully, he could see himself taking on these two young men. And for the life of him, it didn't work out in his favor. It's sad. I mean, it's no laughing matter when someone lose their life. This is serious. But where do we draw the line in self-defense? When do we back down when someone is clearly trying to hurt us? Maybe he had no chance to defend himself. Maybe he thought, he could take on these two young men. He was 54 at the time, and many of us at 54 feel as if we're still 20 or 24. So you may feel 24, but your body won't allow you to act like 24, move like 24. So being overconfident, being a bully, could get you into some serious, serious trouble. We don't want to disparage, hurt this man's reputation and say things that are untrue. We just want to stick to the facts. And the fact is that he was beaten with a metal pipe by two young men, and he lost his life, and now they're in prison for the murder of the great Trevor Berbick.